All right, it's your boy Jay Wright, Be Entertained Magazine. Gladly sitting on the line, man, with some up-and-coming, some people that I'm sure you'll be hearing about very, very soon. You definitely can check them out on Be Entertained Magazine. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what you...
Okay, my name is Zimbabwe Kev, one half of the awesome production duo, Kaotiq Simfoni. And I'm just here, to chat with Be Entertained.
Definitely. Kaotiq Simfoni, man. Of course, when I first got the inquiry and all of that and started researching about you, the name caught me off guard. So kind of explain Kaotiq Simfoni.
Kaotiq Simfoni is kind of like a very unorthodox style of, what we do. So it's really kind of taking it from life. Like we always say that life is a chaotic symphony. And it's kind of bittersweet. So just kind of taking that and including that with the music that we do, that's how we really came up with the name Kaotiq Simfoni. And you can even further illustrate that by, saying like, hip-hop is kind of like the bastard child of all different music genres. So Kaotiq Simfoni kind of takes all this chaos and of different musical styles and musical genres and creates a symphony.
I like that, homie. I've never quite heard of hip-hop referred to as the bastard child. I like that. I like that a lot. Definitely. Oh, for sure. Before we move into some of the projects and what y'all have working on right now, Be Entertained Magazine, we're in an issue where we pay homage to all the females that have been in hip-hop, past, present, and future. So let's jump into our segment that we do, Guys on Girls, and kind of tell me your take on female and hip-hop, anything you want to say, any artist that's doing it, any artist that you'd like to smash, any of that right now. You get your segment on Guys and Girls and hip-hop. So kind of just tell me about females and hip-hop.
Females and hip-hop, man, I would have to say my favorite is Lauryn Hill, man. Like, I've been arguing about Lauryn Hill for years. Like, I would argue with guys, they telling me Little Kim or Foxy Brown was better. And I would just say Lauryn Hill. I mean, Lauryn Hill's in my top 10 of all time, including males. So, like, to me, she's really, one of the most impeccable artists in music. And a lot of people really don't know her lyrical background, from albums such as Blunted on Reality and, of course, the Fugees, the Score album. And she was really, a major lyricist and a major impact in, what we do today, Kaotiq Simfoni, with like Zulu Faz, he raps. So, one of our major influences is Lauryn Hill. And to me, I just look at her like, man, that's the pillar of what an artist is supposed to be. And, we don't look at it with bias, like, oh, she's a woman. We just look at it like, damn, she's dope. So definitely Lauryn Hill.
Yeah. Man, you hit it right on the head with that. That's actually the poster girl for the issue. She's the cover artist. The premise behind why we actually did the issue. So, yeah, you hit it right on the head for me.
Perfect.
Definitely. So let's move into some of the things that Kaotiq Simfoni is doing right now and where y'all want to take the music and kind of coin y'all production style.
Well, basically right now we're working on this project. We're remixing two classic albums, in my opinion. We're remixing Jay Z's Black album, and we're taking Nas's Godson album, and we're meshing them together and remixing it, and we're calling it God's Black Son, the album. And basically, we're just looking at the two pillars of hip-hop, that everybody looks up to. No matter where you're from, you're always going to reference Jay Z or Nas. And, just really taking those two albums, which we think are very, very religious albums, not in terms of like, believing in God or, believing in Allah, in the religion, but just in terms of just their lives. They were going through a lot of issues, with Nas's mom, dying from cancer and, with Jay Z retiring. So I really think they reached their moment moments of clarity on those albums, and those are very powerful albums that we know my brother Azulu Father and I have listened to numerous times. So we were just like, why don't we just take this and, you know, take it to another level, you know what I mean? And we've always been a fan of the Danger Mouse remix project that he did for Jay Z, and, you know, the Ninth Wonder remix project that he did for Jay Z. So we sat there and we were like, let's take this a step further. Remix the album, bring in some live instruments, you know what I'm saying, play some live guitar on it, live bass, you know what I'm saying, bring in some musicians and just do all sorts of things. And that's going to be dropping actually on August 13th, which is Friday the 13th. So that's going to be, you know, kind of fun. So that's one of the projects we're working on. And then another project we're working on is with DJ Judgmental. It's called 12 Monkeys. It's a mixtape. It's kind of like an instrumental mixtape with just different excerpts of hip-hop, you know, like interviews and songs and all sorts of, you know, things. And then it also kind of channels the energy of the whole art of sampling. So that's another project that we're going to be dropping sometime, you know, in late August.
Man, that Judgmental is a beast, too, so I'm sure that is going to be just as banging as everything else y'all got your hand in.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. For the people that want to find y'all and want to learn more about them, where can we find Kaotiq Simfoni? How can we find out more about y'all?
Kaotiq Simfoni. Basically, you can hit me up at Zimbabwe Kev on Twitter. That's at ZIMBABWEKEV. And then we have our website, which is Killer Gorillas Remix. That's our KILLAGORILLAS remix.com. And you get all the information on, you know, Kaotiq Simfoni. We have our bio on there. You can see all our remixes. We've done remixes for Drake. We've done remixes for Ludacris, Rihanna, Lloyd Banks, and you can get all that on the website.
Before I let you go, man, we're going to run a portion of this audio for the readers and the people that check out the magazine. So anything you want to tell the fans, you can go ahead and shout them out right now.
Okay, thank you, man. You know, I just want to say we're here for good music, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, good music and good information, and shout out to Be Entertained magazine for giving us a spotlight, you know what I mean, and we're definitely looking to blow up this next year.
Definitely. Shout outs to y'all for taking the time to sit with us and talk with us. Again, shout outs to that Lauryn Hill plug, Guys on Girls will be going down with Kaotiq Simfoni. So we appreciate you, man.
Thanks a lot, man.
No doubt. Let me stop the recording.